Alrighty, so now we're going to work on more order of operations, okay? Specifically with signed numbers. Now one thing I like to do when we're dealing with signed numbers is I like to go ahead and do all those sign changes. So that way I can really keep track of everything. So come through, do a sign change here, do a sign change here, and do a sign change here. I could do a sign change here, and it's not a bad idea, but I'm gonna hold off just now, just because there's that parentheses there, and I don't want to make things too confusing. So let's work on both of these problems. Kind of working on two problems at once. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so order of operations says do what's inside the parentheses first. So here's some parentheses. So I'm going to leave everything be. I'll just drop it down. And the key with these problems is to do things really systematically. Really take your time, okay? Do things nice and neat. So -6 plus -6. Well, that's -12, right? Okay. So now I've done what's in the parentheses. Notice there's nothing to do inside these parentheses, so they're just indicating to go ahead and multiply things out, which is exactly what we're going to do, because order of operations next says to go ahead and multiply and divide from left to right. So again, that's exactly what we're going to do, is multiply and divide. We're not going to multiply, then divide. We multiply and divide. So we start off here, move left to right, and say, aha, division. That's the first thing I ran into. That's what I'm going to do. So I go 40 divided by -4, -10, plus, continue on, 12 times -12, -144. Okay, done with all the multiplying and dividing. Next, I can add and subtract. -10 plus -144, -154. Now notice I did this problem working down without using any equal signs, so I don't accidentally turn anything into an equation. Okay, now let's work on the bottom one. So we've already done our sign changes, which is great. So now we're going to go ahead and do what's in the parentheses first. So I've got my -3 on the outside, which I'm not doing anything with yet. I go 12 plus -6, well, that's 6. Then I've got 4 plus -7, which is -3. Okay. Now I look at what I have, and I go, oh, well, I'm subtracting a negative, so let's do a sign change here. Bam, bam. Okay. And let's do our multiplication and division left to right. -3 times 6 is -18. Oh, there's 3. Okay, done all the multiplying and dividing, so now we just have adding and subtracting. So -18 plus 3 would be -15. -15 plus 8 would be 7. Forgot to box my answers. Okay, there's order of operations.